just need chat. And I will be all set to go. Wish I could get freaking chat working. Let's try this. Okay, everybody just stay with me for just a moment. I need to figure out how to enable the friggin' chat. What if I just go to YouTube and go to join my chat? All right. There we go. There's chat. Hello, hello, hello. Give me just a moment. Popping out chat. Bring this back down, and then we are ready to go. This down here. Sorry, the Streamlabs used to have, and it still does somewhere, a mechanism to display my chat right in Streamlabs, but that is not working for me right now. And I'm on a different mouse, so that's also not working for me well right now. Okay, there we go. How's the level of the music, the volume of the music compared to my voice and everything else? I have a feeling I need to reduce it. That should be probably about right. How's everybody doing? So we're going to be doing kind of some PvP today. Pretty much that's it. We start by taking a hashtag not sponsored 5-hour energy. Okay. So I'm loving this team. There's this team and one other team. Absolutely loving. Wrecking most things with it. Although this team may be more difficult. So yeah, Serenity is the only thing that can really screw this team up. Oh, and not always, but... Alright, yeah, this will be fine. Alright, this mouse is going to drive me nuts. Try this. I'm all discombobulated. You guys are talkative. Is the chat working or is it not working? Feels like it's not working. Then again, maybe just nobody's talking. Yeah, looks like maybe nobody's talking. Fair enough. Hey, Truth and True. Welcome. Alright, getting back to it. So yeah, I absolutely love this team. Built around Agnon with the Epic. When he can actually, well, I guess he's popped out now, when he can actually use his Epic. So you stone everybody you can and just keep them stoned, and then the chaos damage just goes through and obliterates everything. The 100th hero is actually good. Niveus. I mean, I'm using it right now, so great dragon synergy, good damage, very good utility. Hello, Lolly. Thank you. The other variation of this that I do, depending on what I'm facing... Oh, there's Chuck D. Good friend and a longtime friend of the channel. Is throwing Lily in here. So basically, these two just survive. You want to survive long enough for the chaos damage to just obliterate everything. And you got Niveus to do reses and chaos burn and everything else. So it is much fun. But no, I was pretty happy with Niveus. Overall, it's just a really well-balanced hero, not overpowered, not weak. If all the new heroes were more like Niveus, we wouldn't have the power creep that we have, so... It just cracks me up that Lily can just get obliterated by little old Serenity. And will I survive it anyways? I think I'm going to survive it anyways. That's the nice thing about this too with Niveus. Except when I get obliterated, I have 3 enablers on Agnon. The only thing that I attack with is basic attacks, and he will always do an epic proc. So hopefully they're supposed to be fixing it to where he can actually do damage to stuff in stone form, as well as fixing all of the Gorgons being able to do stuff in stone form. But you really don't require it because the chaos damage goes right through stone form, just ignores it. So you're really using stone form here as a form of crowd control. The team is not giving a very good showing right now, but I think it's just because everybody is already kind of gearing their defenses up against this type of attack. But it really kind of gets broken down, unfortunately, a bit by Serenity because she'll stop the stone form. Let's do that. So my goal here is basically just to get Doom debuff on as many heroes as I can. I don't care if the dragons die because Niveus will come right back. And yeah, so just basic attacking. It's a mixed bag coming for you. Some of it I like, some of it I don't like. I really don't like Lily, Furnace, and Dragons. I'll give that a try. I've done that a bit before. Furnace was great on Thursday because of that defense buff, but not quite so strong now. My Lily, the reason I use Lily like this is my Lily has 3 Taint Runes, I think, 2 or 3 Taint Runes. So, and I have really high skill. So she does a lot of damage over time. So I've got the damage from Niveus, that 10% of current health. And then I've got the end of round chaos damage from Niveus, or from Alrakis. And then I've got the rounds damage from Lily. And then on top of that, I'll add Chaos Burn here. least on one of them. But the end of round damage should pretty much obliterate. Alright, have to attack that one. And yeah, this will be over here shortly. There we go. So yeah, this is all about surviving with Niveus resing, self-resing. Yeah, but the 3 times hit points is over. Now it's 3 times skill. So the skill buff is not going to help pretty much any of the constructs. Maybe Bauble, perhaps. But right now, it's 3 times skill boost, not 3 times hit point boost. So, yeah, Furnace is not going to be benefiting from the boost right now. I mean, I can do it, but Furnace is not as survivable as he was, especially Thursday. Like, my Furnace, I've got a video, I don't know, most of you probably hadn't seen it, but I didn't post it online. It was just 30 minutes of Arya versus Furnace, and Arya and Furnace finally win. Different boosts every day. Day 1 was 3 times defense. Day 2 was 3 times hit points. Day 3 is 3 times skill. And I really hope they don't do 3 times attack tomorrow, because that would be nuts, but they probably will. So, yeah, Furnace right now, I mean, Furnace is still a good hero, just not as crazy powerful as he was the other day. Like, he can't just survive absolutely anything. That's why you got Agnon in here, because Agnon's stone form gives him a lot of survivability. And he's constantly in stone form because of the epic attack. He's always in stone form, so unless anti-magic or null magic gets put on him. And that's where Serenity really breaks the team down because of that null magic, if it lands first. If it doesn't land, then he's not going to get the null magic buff or debuff. And that's unfortunate. This is, yeah, Serenity, and I don't know how. I've looked at the runes of some of these Serenities. I don't understand how they're doing this much damage. I mean, 15k, 16k attack, sure, that's a lot of attack, but, and so like 1 or 2 Chaos runes, it's just an awful lot of damage. I am tempted to put in the evasion rune. I can't really put the evasion rune on Agnon because it'll go away. And yeah, I don't know. We had 1 kitty on stream. Yeah. I could swap Furno in. I don't really need to against this team, but I could put Furno in instead of Lily or instead of Serenity. Furno being that he's going to get rezzed by Niveus as well as the attack debuff, so that's a possibility. I'll have to rune him up, but yeah, I was hoping Creepy'd be able to be here today, but I think he's got to work, so I don't think that he'll be able to join. And I got combusted. Hey, Manifested, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty much over from here. Once I get everybody stoned, battle is done. So I'll probably be streaming maybe a couple hours today. I want to get a bunch of videos done today as well. I want to get caught up on all of the hero spotlights that I don't have done, like Serenity and Arrakis and Kelpie and Lumen and Spitfire and the last one. Meyer, I think, are the last one. Oh, and I need to get Sybil. I think that's all of them. Sometimes I do. The biggest audiences, though, by far come for Dungeon Boss, however. I'll look at it. I'm not sure if I've got the right slot for it. Let's see. I've got him all defensive. I don't know that a warrior rune will proc on an epic attack, though. And it may, but it's only going to be one extra attack anyways. Let's see. What have we got? The festive I don't need, so I can absolutely take that off. I think I just put it on there for stats, not tainted, not evasion. I could use a foresight, but then I would have to give up. Foresight would actually block the null magic, though, I think. If I have a defensive warrior, I'll try that. I might just do... the foresight, though. It's going to hurt my defense stat, which is kind of what I'm worried about, but it'll protect from null magic. Oh, yeah. Hey, Steven. Oh, sure. So, and I'll do a spotlight, an updated spotlight on a few of the heroes that got changed and got epic. So, he gets 30% defense, 20% attack, 20% max health, and he has a 30% chance to attack 3 enemies for 1.3 times damage, petrify the targets, and enter granite form. That's what I'm using him for. I'm using him to do the petrification, so, like stone form, and then he goes into granite form after every single attack, so he is always in granite form unless he gets null magic. So that gives him massive survivability. He's immune to debuffs, at least most debuffs. And yeah, I was a little frustrated at first. Yeah, they're supposed to be fixing right now. Because of course boss fight doesn't code things consistently, so there's a bunch of different stone forms and they all behave differently. So the stone form from reptile runes is one type of stone form. The stone form from Agnon's epic is another type of stone form. The stone form from Cobressa is another type of stone form, and the stone form from Zola is yet another type of stone form, and none of them behave the same. So, like, Gorgons are supposed to be able to penetrate stone. They do 30 times damage against stone form targets, which means they effectively do 3 times damage without the stone form debuff. And they don't, like, it'll do it if you stone with a Gorgon, but not if you stone from Agnon or the reptile runes. They're all different, so they're supposed to be fixing all of that, which means, and they're supposed to also be giving Agnon the ability to strike through stone form, because it's kind of stupid if you don't have taint or don't have chaos damage and you don't have Gorgons. All you're doing is slowing the fight down, so which is very frustrating. But that's why, in conjunction with the chaos damage ignores damage resistance, which is what the stone form gives like 90% damage resistance. So yeah, once they fix that, his epic is going to be amazing. But even right now, using chaos damage is still pretty damn nice. So, what are his stats at? My defense is lower than I want, but that's still okay. The health is alright. I think that foresight's going to be important. We'll see if it stops. If it stops null magic. So let me get Furno. The worst hero epic. I don't know if there's a single one. Hoppers is pretty bad. Chance to gain Shrouded, do 3 bite attacks, and if the target's killed, fears enemies. Hey Jared, how's it going? So that one's pretty bad. And there's other ones like, well, I mean, Brambles is potentially okay. Let's see. I mean, Igorox is like, eh. Dom is like, eh. Jumbo's is actually decent. Grognog's is decent. But yeah, once you start getting down to the silver and bronze heroes, I mean, like Yorick. Yorick's just bad all the way around, but... chance to deal 3x damage and heal undead allies. Like, alright, that's not helpful. Or Bovis, or crap like that. Like, the heroes you're not normally going to use. Or Nimrail. Like, that. Those epics are just like, meh. Okay, but... let's get Furno runed. And... one of these days they're going to spite me and give Julius an epic and... make me have to use him. Yeah, Agnon shouldn't be too hard to ascend. I don't know what evos he needs, but... alright, so I should actually try to give him some dragon runes. I personally like to rune my Furno offensive, but you can do it either way. I do warrior runes, but I'm typically not going to be doing... well, actually... if I do basic attacks, he does follow-up attacks. Yeah, I mean, you can farm them in the 3 times event. You can always craft them too, or, I mean, if you've got the... I forget, I guess it's gems, so if you don't use gems, yeah, then... what about... but you can craft the evos using other evos. And you could use the tower to get the evos and stuff you need. I mean, it just takes time. Fortunately for me, I've got metric crap tons just from running so many dungeons, but... oh, alright, so I don't have green dragon runes. Let's do... I'm playing other things too. Right now, I'm primarily just doing Dungeon Boss, but I'm going to be, once I get back into a rhythm with this, I will be doing other games and stuff again. I've got videos for about 6 or 7 other games on my library or whatever, so you can feel free to check that stuff out too. And I do take suggestions, so... you can post suggestions in comments, or you can join our Discord, which I don't know if doesn't look like any of the mods are here. I'll post a link to the Discord in case anyone is... let's see. Alright, fair enough. Why can't I type? There we go. So that link, if anybody is interested that is not currently on the Discord server, you can use that link to join if you're using Discord. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Foresight. Attack-based Foresight sounds good. Damage penetration. Almost gotta go tainted, even though that's not one of the good tainteds. We're gonna do that. Going to go. I might have. I do have another dragon rune, so we'll do that. Should have. Do I have a elusive or evasion rune? Aversion rune. They really need to give him an epic. Alright, so go for shield piercing. I could just go for. Oh, there's a dragon. We'll go for the dragon rune. Hey, Arctic, how's it going? Good to see you. Alright. Lucio, you have been given access and all the roles on the server, so. Yeah, the aversion, I'm not sure I need aversion on him, though, with this team, because he is going to get rezzed. So I'm going to go with the Dragon Rune. I'm just going heavy damage penetration, and the Doom debuff. So I'll have 2, maybe even 3 if I have a Dragon. Let's see. I don't think I have a purple Dragon Rune, but I might have a. Okay, I do not have an evasion. I could go with a warrior rune. I could go with a shield piercing rune. Oh, there's an evasion. We'll go with that. Perfect. So, 15,000 attack on Furno. That's going to be kind of gross. And he'll take less damage from non-flying creatures. Yeah, and we've got dragons are both flyers. That should be fun. Let's give that a try. And drop in Mr. Furno. I like turtles too. Hey, Gustavo. I like turtles. I like dropping that meme into. I'll be on like a business meeting or something like that on a teleconference, and they'll be like, "Anybody have anything else to cover or add or something like that?" And I'm always like, "I like turtles." Always good for a laugh. Oh, I didn't even have to act on that one. Jeebus. Okay. Ilnivius. Put out some burns. And then now we'll let everybody get stoned. Everybody must get stoned. Love Furno. Oh yeah, Inferno's reincarnation too is pretty nice. He self-reincarnates and then Nivius will get him. Hey Slayer, how's it going? Good to see you. Trying out some variants on the Dragon and Agnon team that I've been playing with for the last day or so. I try to use the S1, his first special first, if there's anybody to heal, because it applies the Doom debuff, which will stop anybody from rezzing and makes them take more damage from Tainted or from Chaos damage. So I try to do this one first. If this one is up, I will typically do this one next. Because it puts the initial target gains corruption from within, which means that when they die, they spread the debuff and cause more damage. And then finally, I'll do S3, but generally I try to make sure there's at least 1 or 2 heroes with Doom debuff. But if there's nobody to heal and this isn't up for some reason, like he got an energy loss or something, then I'll just do the S3. But in this case, I can heal Mr. Agnon. Undead, the Agnon's Epic does this. Stones targets. It is pretty awesome. And it'll be even more awesome when it's bugged. Okay, so now with Nivius, I only do his S1, and I just opened up something I didn't want to open. I only do his S1 if there's somebody dead. Ideally, if there's a dragon dead, but I only do it when there's somebody dead. Otherwise, I do Heart of Chaos, and I just hit people that aren't stoned if possible. And then they get that Chaos burn on them, which is just nasty. And just get everybody stoned so you're taking less and less and less damage, and then let the chaos damage finish everybody off. The other reason that you might want to cast Nivius's first ability early is if you need to get rid of a corpse and you have somebody dead that's not a dragon on your team. Because it'll generate one of those little golems. When they explode and sacrifice themselves, they get rid of all the corpses on the battlefield. So that's a way to get rid of Alrakis corpses or Nivius corpses. Alright, I very possibly will lose this battle, but I don't run from fights. So yeah, Undead, he'll attack 3 times, he'll have a chance to stone every target that he hits, and then he goes into Granite form. Which is pretty amazing. Yeah, see, I figured I would lose to this one. They will hopefully eventually fix Stoned, but for right now, the reason that I'm using him with the Epic is because Chaos damage, which these guys will all do in some form or another. Actually, my Agnon is runed super defensive, and with 3 enablers. Yeah, indeed. The Archon chapter. No, I have him runing defensive with enabler runes because all his entire job. Well, he has 2 jobs on this team. 1, he needs to survive, and 2, he needs to stone targets. The longer he survives, the more the end of turn damage from the chaos is going to just hammer at the team and wipe them out. So he survives. Nivius reses and survives. Furno self-reses and survives. Like, everybody else can die, they'll come back, but Agnon, you really need him to survive no matter what. So right now I've got a dead dragon, so I will use cold summons. That the Doom debuff. Sure, takes chaos damage when using abilities. Oh, nice. That must be from the other. So that's not the Doom debuff. I'm going to put Chaos Burn out just for the hell of it. They're going to die at the end of this round anyways. And there you go. If you have Agnon's Epic, you probably want to go 2 Festives. Well, if you've got Agnon's Epic, you want to go 3 Enablers. And then keep them alive. You put like defense or stuff like that on them. If you don't want to use evasion runes on them because it'll get purged. If you do not have his epic, you want to go 2 Festives and then all attack. Sybil is viable as well. Like, you can use Sybil, you can use Lily, you can use Serenity, or you can use Furno. You could probably use other heroes too. The last 2 slots really are just for survival. So with Lily, my Lily, I have taint runes on Lily, so when she does her vines, there's a big burst of chaos damage, and every round that the vines tick, there's chaos damage. So that's why I would use her in that slot. Furno, you're getting all the extra debuffs and all that, and survivability. You could use Falcon in that spot, just rune him defensively. You could put enablers on Falcon. You could put Arya in that slot. You could put Furnace in that slot. You could put, what's her? Why can I not? Solaris. You could put Solaris in that spot. You could put Jin in that spot for the damage resistance. You could put Ponti in that spot for disease to reduce the incoming damage. There's a lot of heroes you could put. You could put Jumbo in that spot for the healing, for Swamped, and for his just massive survivability. You could put Grandar in there. Once they friggin' fix the stoning, you could put Zola in there. Absolutely. I mean, you could put Drac in there. I mean, there's a lot of options for that last spot. You could even put Dagon in there if you really wanted to. So there's a lot of options for that last slot. I'm just experimenting with different ones now. I've been using Lily and I've been using Serenity. Serenity is good when you're going up against other Serenities. But Furno is really good because of his attack debuff and because of... And I got combusted. God, that's just gross. Because of the attack debuff, as well as the self-res and the damage from all of that, etc. And always just basic attack with Agnon if you've got the epic. Don't have the epic, I would probably start with his S3, Hardened Assault, so that he goes back into stone form for the first round. You get a little bit more survivability that way. Hey, Benethy, how's it going? My Niveus, let me take a look. I don't remember. Oops, wrong button. Mouse is not so good. Mostly. I am mostly kicking ass, but not completely kicking ass. But it's fun. This team is a lot of fun. Niveus, Niveus, where art thou, Niveus? Wherefore art thou, Niveus? course, you can't filter by tier because he's not in the legendary tier list. He's actually mixed, so I've got him set up with a couple of festives to get his abilities off. Like, I want to be able to use these abilities really quickly. This one does start powered, but being able to do Icy Howl early is helpful. Not only just for the damage when he's got Tainted, but purging all buffs. So that is pretty nice. His runes are 2 festives, a dragon rune, tainted rune, and then a 3rd festive. So I have like 1 turn that he can't do the Chaos Howl, and then 1 turn. In the 2nd turn, he can do that Chaos Howl. I could go all you can kind of go all defensive if you'd like. You can also go all offensive if you'd like. If you do that, like, I would probably go an evasion rune, tainted runes, and dragon runes, if at all possible. But yeah, I mean, if you're going offensive, use dragon runes because you're going to get that huge attack stat. Use tainted runes and an evasion rune. Like I said, for me, I need a balance of ability usage as well as it's okay for him to die because he's going to res. But I don't want him to die too easily because I've had a lot of times where he'll die, he'll res, and then the first attack coming in kills him. So I don't get to use his res or anything like that. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of why I balanced him a little bit. You can put an aversion rune on him too, yeah. But ultimately it doesn't matter if he dies because he's going to come back. So I could go either way on the aversion rune. Hey, Rapid. How's it going? Now, I absolutely love the Agnon Epic. At first, it was frustrating as hell. And if they fix it, it'll be a little bit better. Okay, so I cannot let Hopper live. Hopper must die. Or at least must get stoned. Okay. But yeah, this is just so nasty. Stoning and chaos damage is just death. Like I said, if they fix it to where the Gorgons can actually harm those statues, that, I mean, he's gonna go and become an S hero. There's Creepy. How's it going, man? Aren't you about to go into work? Oh, I can relate too much to that Barbarians in a Civ game. Who knows? They may come back. I mean, I like Barbarians. I like the survivability of Barbarians, so... we'll hit Arrakis. I love this team. Don't die, don't die. Oh yeah. That is what I'm talking about. All it takes is that one little shred of health. Except null magic? What? How did I not go into stone form? What the heck? That's bullshit. Yeah, Barbs with Serenity are, well... So, Barbs with Serenity, Beasts. I'm actually making a bit of a comeback with Beasts right now. I think... Their Beasts are just basically missing, like, one small thing. And they could be just amazing again. And they really need... We really need to see Barbs come back. We really need to see Beasts come back. We need to see monsters become more viable. Like, making the meta wide is what makes this game fun. Like, you shouldn't have to use one of 3 heroes in every single team. And that's kind of what I'm trying to push against, but I don't have the juice that I used to have, so... And the established, like, status quo, people that have all the best of everything want to keep it like it is, because then they're easy to defend and they have everything that it takes to do well, so... But yeah, Drac with Serenity, Goblins could even... I mean, if Goblins did more damage, they would be better. Yeah, Serenity definitely opens up a bunch of doors for melee attackers. Yeah, Creepy, I was, sucks you gotta work. I know you, obviously you have to work, but, would have been nice having you hanging out today, so I'll have to do it next week, if you're not working. Agnon just sitting there, chilling. Excellent. Yeah, I enjoy, even if it's only for a couple hours or whatever, I enjoy having you on here. So does the audience. They appreciate you being here. Just brutal. Friggin' Inferno tearing shit up. That would actually be kind of cool. Giving Ignis a friggin' epic that actually was worth a shit. I like Ignis as a character. I had actually forgotten about Ignis. Yeah. They had to make him like an arcane barb. Or something like that. Yeah, Arrakis is definitely fun. Borderline OP. I don't think he's fully OP. But just kind of borderline. It's actually, he's fine. It's chaos damage that's borderline OP, but... I don't think barbarians really need a healer. Like, their big thing is not taking damage to begin with. I don't know about zero value. But you need at least 1 or 2 fast heroes on your team. Well, obviously you don't need 1 or 2 fast heroes on your team. It helps, though. Burno's just a little one-shotting machine. Yeah, that's why, like, the reason that the fast heroes are so strong is that survivability has taken a hit. Like, you get heroes more survivable, like this team, and that's where beasts really come in, or barbarians, is like being able to survive a round or two of, like, until those fast heroes blow their load and they don't have anything left. That's really where some of these long longevity teams really start to come in. Actually, what would be really cool would be to see a slow dragon that has another ability like these two, where at the end of the turn, like, they take some big firestorm or something like that. And just make the dragon, like, super, super tough, but not massive, like, kind of like a Grandar, but even more effective. Come on. Yeah, like I said, it depends on the team. I agree with you, but I think it does depend on the team. Like, I could put a slow hero in this team, no problem. As long as it was survivable. But yeah, if they don't have the commensurate survivability, then absolutely. Like, Jin is going to add a lot of value to this team because of the damage resistance and everything else. But yeah, you are potentially sacrificing. It comes down to, or even, well, not so much Zom. Like, I looked at teams with Niveus and Zom because of Niveus's boost to minions. It's just kind of, you'd have to not be using other dragons. But I built a Zom that was, like, super tanky with an aversion rune on him, and it's just gross. Especially if you build the rest of your team super tanky so the minions are hard to kill. I will try another hero in this slot. Come on, back. Oh, I forgot there was somebody still alive. So many graphic glitches. Like, half the time, if you've got somebody that died a statue, the statue stays there. Do they just have no health bar? Alright, who can we swap in? You know who might actually be interesting in that last slot? Is Deadeye. I mean, I guess limited utility. I could try Sybil. I could try... Creepy, did they get that... I could try Drac. I'd have to rune him up too, I think. I just don't think he's going to survive. Dagon might survive, but I don't think Drac is going to survive against most things. Against this team, sure, but... Maybe Grandar, but I'm not really worried about anybody getting frozen. Actually, Selwyn might be a decent one, because he'll survive that initial onslaught too. And for the same reason that Lily works, if I put Tainted Runes on him, he's got those AoE damage attacks. I'd like to be able to get Zola in, but do we know, Creepy, if they got the fix in that they were supposed to? Probably not, but... Or I could get Valken in. I'm going to try Valken once. I'll try Drac next. I gotta go and rune him, so... We'll root up a few more heroes. In this team, I probably could have just sent in Agnon and Alrakis. No, I'm not using Julius. I am not using Julius. You know how much I hate Julius. I love this. I love this so much. Dwarf teams can still be good. Instead of using the kind of old grouping, you're going to use Dagon, Valken, Agram, and like Serenity. On DE for Deadeye. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we'll get a couple of heroes runed up right now. A couple of other heroes. Yeah, of course not. They don't want their game to actually work right. Theron is still good, just not as good. You could make Theron. Matter of fact, I'll try to rune up, although I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to run out of the overpowered runes. You could do Theron with like 3 enablers and 2 tainted runes. But, or at least 1 tainted rune and a diversion rune or something like that. He's just a little bit squishy, and there's other alternatives that aren't. Dagrind is actually a decent thought for the energy boost and things like and the healing and Dwarven Boot Party, but if shield piercing wasn't such a thing, I would absolutely use Ice Bloom. But let's see. Actually, you know what? I wonder with Braum. Like, you take Braum in, they're losing 25% of their max health right out of the gate, and then you're hoping to kill them with Alrakis, and that potentially could work. I'm going to explore that in my off time. So... Rack. Yeah, clearly I've been playing with beast teams. Alright, so we're going to go heavy defense. Or, I mean, we could go offense, but he's going to get just obliterated if we go all offensive. I'm probably going to go defensive. That's fine. Matter of fact, we'll probably go 2 foresights. They're both defensive. He is actually good for a shield piercing. The Tainted Rune means that 15%, well, generally they're really good attacks, like high attack stats, but they give you an additional 15% damage that's chaos damage. And chaos damage bypasses defense, it's shield piercing, and it bypasses damage resistance. So pretty much you're doing full damage, unmitigated against health. So it's pretty broken. Damn, really wouldn't have minded that being defensive. There we go. Yeah, it could be anybody that does good area effect damage or even some single target attacks. It's very good on dragons. It's good on Serenity. It's good on Sybil. It's good on a lot of heroes. That works. Unless I find the tank rune here, in which case I'm going to put... So, like, if you look at the stats, like, the top stats are really high. The crafted ones have different... Like, they're not all three the same ability, but the ones you get from events do have the same ability, so... I'm an elite tank. I do not. Those are kind of meh. Elite warrior. And then sanctified runes are the opposite of tainted runes. So you're going to get chaos damage reduction. Although, actually, I don't know if that goes directly against... Because this just says you take 15% less chaos damage. That's actually a fraction of what tainted runes are, so they're probably not very good. Alright, we will go ahead and throw this tank on here, and we'll throw a guardian here instead. I've got metric crap tons of guardian rings. That could be better, but not bad. 32k defense. And let's get Selwind. I want to give him a try. And actually, Kelpie. If my Kelpie was higher, I would try Kelpie too. The bonus that she would give, she would turn Niveus into a plant, which is pretty awesome. Shield piercing. I have... Probably do not. That's 20% damage penetration. Not terrible. Although... go with 2 shield piercing runes. Valor. Yeah, I need to get the enablers. Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, so let's make sure... I may have to pull enablers off of somebody else. I guess that's it. Pretty sure I have... Works. If I find elite one, that works. Yep. Okay. And so that's my 3 enablers. I would actually do Civ 5. The problem is that Civ 5 games are so long. I'd consider doing streaming with Civ and like playing against like you guys or playing with you guys. I prefer to do like comp stomps, teamed comp stomps, but yeah, I mean I would consider it. I'm not super good. I mean I'm decent, but okay. Just under 15k attack. Yeah, actually, this combo might be the best yet. Having 2 heroes that stay in their block form all the time. That might be overpowered. Cool. Add me on Steam. There's a Steam group. Let me find the link to the Steam group. Helps if I have Steam running. But it's pretty much, if you just search for GravyTraining on Steam, you'll find the Steam group. And the game is crashed. Community. Groups. Yeah. Run smooth as sandpaper. That is the Steam group. But yeah, you can find me via that group and go ahead and add me or whatever, and I'm down to plan ahead for some Civ 5 or Civ 6, or I've got like every game in the world on my account, so 80 grit. I wonder how a team of Agnon, Selwyn, Lily, and Kelpie would work against some of these crazy teams. Alright, so here's one of those cases. I've got nobody that's taken any damage, so. The thing that Creepy was talking about the other day, I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about the other day. Assuming somebody is 3 shoe beating. Oh, they haven't put it in yet. I do honestly not know what the reference is. Unless it was some sort of reference to George Bush getting a shoe thrown at him, but it might be an after my Oh yeah, definitely way after my like I didn't watch that stuff growing up. That wasn't didn't exist when I was growing up. Ed bed. For the even Toast. Yeah, well, Toast is posting memes onto Discord, and Abe was around, but he's probably with his girlfriend or something. You would think they'd plan their lives around my streams on Saturday, but some people. Oh, they broke up? Wow, that sucks. That is unfortunate. This is just kind of gross. I really like this combo. I should have thought about it sooner. This is gonna hurt, but that's fine. He's actually doing damage there too. 10k, 11k damage. Selwyn might end up moving up on the friggin' meta. Especially since they did fix his ice block for him. He just did 12k damage to Shade. I mean, you have to do shield piercing to kill invincible stuff. That's the other benefit to using epic attacks is they will proc your shield piercing. Did a little damage will hit him. In fairness, dropping a stone thing or an ice thing should damage them. Oops. Oh, yeah, what am I doing? Mouse is so not good. Might be because of... Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's more precise. Yeah, time of day means a lot, I swear. Like, I've been getting fairly easy teams right now, but come prime time, I get nothing but, yeah, Serenity teams and getting one shot by Dagon and Archon and Serenity. Rayla, you mean? Yeah, I'd say she's still good. As a matter of fact, I don't think she was nerfed at all. I think she's probably better now than she was before. Definitely more balanced. Yeah, there's that. But no, with before Rayla would just make all ranged heroes follow. Now she makes either elves, which you're only going to use Darius, or light heroes, which means you can have Jin. Well, Jin would have followed anyways, but you could have assassins doing their attacks. You could have like Marrow doing follow up attacks. You could have other heroes that you're proccing things early. Dagon. I mean, Dagon will follow Rayla now, so. And she can still be fast as long as you have an elf on the team. So I think Rayla is every bit as good as she was before, just for different reasons now. Yeah, I mean, Jibber can be good. Alexandros, I don't know as much about Alexandros, but well, I don't. I know about Alexandros, but I don't know that I would use him on a team. Bobble, however, could be decent, especially right now. Rayla, Bobble. Actually, Bobble and Alex this weekend wouldn't be bad. Jesus, that Hansuke is just gross. That works, though. All right, I'm going to take a really brief bathroom break. 2 minutes, and I shall return. All right. And I am back. Hi, Benethy. Asian rune on Hensuke, that's just dirty. Oh, he's honor bound too. So he gets that extra turn of evasion. That's gross. Yeah. Evasion on honor bound heroes is holy light heroes. I need a reason to start using Lumen. I really like the idea of Lumen. Put him, actually, you know what? Do an all arcane team. Get Lumen, get Selwind, get Ponty, an Ember. Could be pretty gross. Actually, Lumen with Rayla and Dagon and Jin. Oof. Gross. This should just not happen. For some reason, well, yeah, those three together is just stupid. Yeah. And there we go again. We're going to lose this one too. Actually, might not lose this one. Yeah. So Dagon especially. And I think Jin generates energy with the one buff, so yeah. Oh. Yeah, but it's almost worse with Falcon there. Yeah, I just can't stand up to that. I don't even know what would stand up against that, to be honest. We might be able to do it with... you know what? I need to rune up Sybil. Because getting rid of the evasion would be pretty helpful. Because all I'd have to do is survive until Agnon got his turn, and then it would pretty much be over. No, it wouldn't, because they did you not see Agnon and Selwyn both got just obliterated right through their forms. The tainted runes on those heroes is just silly how much damage they can produce. And no magic, like sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, so I mean, I've got Foresight, which I think helped Agnon not get taken out, but what am I doing? I'm looking for Sybil. And actually, Sybil, I'm going to rune Sybil super defensively. Just had interesting idea. Have any elite? I do not. One thing people tend to forget about Sybil, she's a reptile. Yeah, okay, we gotta go Guardian. Or do I have... I don't think I have any more evasions, but if I have an evasion... I have an aversion... I don't think I have any more evasions. Okay, so Guardian Rune it is. Yeah, that is doable. So this way all I have to do is survive the initial attack. Zola is good right now. The issue with Zola is that she can't break Agnon's stone form right now, or the stoned debuff, and she needs Grandar to be fast. What it really should be is she just needs to be on the team with another reptile to be fast, and they really need to make it so that the Gorgons only need one other reptile to get invulnerability to start, and if they did that, then both reptiles and Gorgons would be eminently usable. But let's try this. Are you sitting in the crapper watching the stream, Creepy? I just have visions of you in a bathroom stall at work. Yeah. It would be nice. They should just honestly let me balance all the friggin' heroes, and then everybody would be usable. Oh, I thought you started at 3. Oh, you started 3 your time. You're on Central Time, that's right. For some reason I was thinking 3 my time. Georgie Porgy. Pudding and pie. That's kind of gross thinking about it. Well, exactly. That's the game that I want to play, is the one where you actually have to use strategy, not just get the most overpowered heroes with the most overpowered runes and skins and epics, and just spam quickly through battle after battle after battle. I want you to have to think about how to counter the enemy teams and everything else. If that were the case, Creepy and I would be gods. That's all I do is think of ways to counter all these teams. And that's all Creepy does, is think of ways to counter all these teams. I won't mention the one guild that would be trading Bitcoin. Nice. Yeah, all the empire of guilds that just one person in a whole guild family friggin' provides the strategy for everybody that they use would be gone, because you'd have to use strategy for every single battle. Yeah, Arya's good with Rayla too. This is a solid team. But not so solid when I do this. But this is the type of team that I really like. The fact that I've got 3 heroes that I've just fixed and 1 that I can swap out based on what I was thinking. Oh yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both. I mean, how many of your ideas and my ideas have even made it into the game, so... But I've got a lot of stuff that's come in. Foresight runes, friggin'... there was a couple of other runes that were mine. It wasn't, maybe it was enablers. I don't think it was enablers, but it was definitely Foresight runes. You have to be. You almost have to have somebody like sponsor you to get in. I'm not in it anymore. I quit because of all the drama. But you have to basically be noticed, be fairly well represented in the community, and demonstrate that you have an understanding of game mechanics and things like that. Or you just have to be friends with the right people that are going to push to get you in. Well, no, I got Jin's little nerf through. Honestly, as much as Brian claims that he was the one that got all the stamina fixes and some of that other stuff, that was all stuff that or the VIP portal stuff, that was all stuff that I had done months before that just took forever to get into the game. Yeah, I don't know. Always looking for new, well, hell, and even like the impact that you and I have both had on heroes that are coming in, like, why? Oh, because I'm hacking. Yeah, dumbass. Not paying attention. Yeah, null magic just fucks this team over so badly. Except when this happens. Oh, this is friggin' amazing. I love these turnabouts. This team is so friggin' good. Doom and gloom. Oh, Penula got me back on a revenge attack. Nice. Penula's good people. Yeah, got the same disgusting team. That's right. It would be doom and gloom if I put Yan on this team. Literally, doom and gloom. Yep. Well, and it multiplies the amount of chaos damage they take from that end of round attack. But yeah, the two getting stoned and the other two dying to the end of round damage, like, totally saved that battle. I really thought I was lost. But I love turnarounds like that when they work in my favor. Well, yeah, you've seen the video or the replay that I had that. But having well, I didn't have Alrakis on that team, but yeah, just Doom or Furnace there with a bunch of healer runes anyways is gross, but and this battle's over. We'll switch out for... Not too worried about this team. We'll switch out for Lily. See you guys how Lily does with this team. Besides, that Furnace was really only... Furnace was really only good on day one of that event. I like Nitpick. I like Ice Pick too. Damn it. This team shouldn't have beaten me. See, Abe shows up and gets his wish. I still want to find a way to make up an all-water team with Kelpie work, or like 3 water heroes and Lily or something like that. And actually, now I'm wondering how Lily, Kelpie, Selwyn, and like Niveus could be a pretty decent team. All of them starting with a form, then they all become plants. Start getting some plant growth going. I don't think Iris is going to help this team at all, though. If you're trying to find like all bad heroes, Takumi isn't bad. The rest of them are, though. 32,000 through stone form. Yeah, Takumi is good. Not top tier good, but he's an A hero, I think. Worst case, a B. Since when is Takumi good? Since he's honor bound and perfect striking and all that other stuff. Yeah, put him on an honor bound team and he's gross. It's all about that chill, man. Just kidding. But he is good. And God, imagine him with plant growth on him. Oh, Or God, get him and oh God, there's a team. That is disgusting. Oh, I might have to try this one. Lily, Kelpie, Hensuke, and Takumi. Stop and ponder that one. So, Lily will make Hensuke a plant, and Kelpie will make Takumi a plant, and then they'll all get plant growth. Can you imagine them with friggin' 8 stacks of plant growth? Oh. Yeah, I mean, Serenity and Takumi, same thing. Or Kelpie, Serenity, Takumi, and Jin to give him that extra damage resistance. Yeah, Takumi is not a joke. He's not a A or an S hero, but he's not a joke. He is definitely usable. He's one of those heroes that's kind of like a sleeper that gets overlooked, like Deadeye. Doesn't get used as much as you really could, or hell, even barbarians nowadays. Like somebody was talking about using Abigail. Abigail is still good. Drac is still good. Baylog is still good. Like, there's a lot of heroes that are still good. It's just when you're going constantly against teams that are just ridiculous because they have no counter. That's what makes the game not as fun. Honorbound in general, like I've always been a huge fan of Honorbound heroes. That's why I really like using Yan and Jin and Deadeye and Hensuke not as much because he's been kind of, well, although I've seen some nasty Hensukes lately. Hensuke with all attack and an invasion rune. Oof. And high skill for parrying. Just gross. Watch the centaur turns into a statue that's not a centaur. Astrid is still in the meta. Astrid is very much still in the meta. I mean, Astrid with Jin on the team, and then what's his face? Well, you were using Astrid. Why in the hell wouldn't Astrid be in the meta? She isn't the meta, but she is in the meta. It's all about context, though. Yeah, exactly. With the team that I gave you to use. Or a variant of that team. Yeah. Oh, you're using Dagon instead of Zulk. Yeah, that makes sense too. I need Dagon's Epic. That's my issue. They need to fucking release it. Are they in the notes or something? I just get bored using those teams. Like, I'd rather lose some and play with interesting teams than win all the time and be bored stiff. Hey, Breezy. Yeah, I mean, it should have been here. They're friggin' lazy. I don't know what they think sometimes, or if they think. The broad meta. State of the game. Yeah, that was another thing. I had suggested that back in like 2 Februaries ago now. Or February of last year. And it's always been, it's like the check is in the mail, or there's another one that is not PG appropriate. Not even PG-13 appropriate. I don't know, I hope he gets some relaxation. Much as he's a pain in the ass, he deserves a little bit of a rest. Oh, that is going to be gross but survivable. Why the hell does he must have had foresight? I can never. Oh, maybe reptiles are immune to stoning. I don't know. Garrus pulling off some friggin' damage. The heck? Alright, man. Have a great day. Oof. Oh, he's not going to survive a hit from her. I'm going to try to freeze. This may be a mistake. Oh, that worked. Okay, good, good. So win FT dubs. See, yeah. Null magic should require, it shouldn't be a passive. I think if null magic, well, and it shouldn't block all buffs, but null magic, if it was applied from an attack, I think that's fine. You ruin every single hero, you're going to have even more trouble in PvP. Or you just mean because all these heroes that you didn't think were viable actually are? Yeah, I mean, pretty much you can use a lot of heroes if you're okay with losing occasionally. And I'm okay with losing occasionally. To me, this is the most fun part of the game. Getting to actually use more than just 6 of the 100 heroes. I mean, you can lose. I'm in UW, I mean, fuck. I lose. At least occasionally. Some days I lose a lot. I'm experimenting and finding the right combos, I lose a lot. I've said the fuck word a couple of times today. I lose from time to time, absolutely. You've seen me lose. I mean, you see me get steamrolled a couple of times. It happens. I don't stress about it. This is definitely not a Christian Dungeon Boss stream, but I try to keep it PG most times. Yeah, but you got like 100k of those in the last 2 weeks, so doing pretty well. Actually, I don't think Breezy has tons either. Maybe 1 million? I don't remember. Yeah, well, or we have to kick him out. I mean, he's only 12, so he's not actually 12. YouTube police, he's 13, almost 14. Oh, you're at 3.6? Okay, for some reason, maybe somebody else is lower than... But yeah, that's the other, yeah, by swearing every now and again, I can make sure that I'm not creating content that's for, that's for, kids, yeah. $1.2 million in a single run? I guess so. You must have done like 2,000 runs. Yeah, my demonetizing my unmonetized videos and streams. So I'm probably going to stream for about another hour today, and then I'm going to break, get some dinner, and then I'm going to put together. I'm going to try to see how many of the hero rework videos that I can get through, or the hero spotlight videos and a couple of the rework videos. I want to try to get through a bunch of them if I can. This is just vines with Ghostly with a friggin' high alpha. Gold heroes, if they're not featured, are definitely harder to star up. Yeah, depends on which heroes you're going for and who's featured. You can typically acquire gold heroes in other ways, though. What are some of these buffs? Freezing skin. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is just it's the same texture, even. It's just a alpha, like a transparency. It's the vines from Breezy and the vines from. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, no, that I think isn't that Lily back there? I think it's just both heroes here. Yeah. Either way, it's definitely reused assets. Yeah. So it's two sets of vines. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Indeed, that is Lily. Yeah, no, I like Kelpie. I like Kelpie as a hero. Mine's only 4 stars, so it's really tough to use her, but I definitely am going to be working on getting her high enough to matter. Friggin' null magic. So frustrating that you can have these teams that just any idiot can throw together. Everybody's got access to all the best runes now because the games that they've been handing them out like candy in all these events. So everybody that used to not be able to do anything on defense can just throw a friggin' meta defense together and just one-shot teams. No, just the top one, the blue one, LP. Let's stone you and you and you. Let's freeze the rest of you. They're just materializing there. Possible. When you start finding like single socks, you know that's where all your mismatched socks have ended up, is in your rune inventory. Let's put Archon in there. Eight cats in your sock drawer. Abe, don't do it. Don't do it. No, we don't need Abe going all NC-17 references or jokes. We had one cat on earlier. Gracie was on here earlier. I haven't seen Dottie around though. You know what rune I actually was thinking about earlier that I might suggest is that they add a disabler rune, or the opposite, like an anti-festive rune that makes it so that your hero starts with 0 energy and doesn't gain energy, but they do like 10% more damage or something like that. Hey, only that who are L is the name. Don't tell me, because I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it. Brandon Wrath. I can't remember your old friggin' name. I absolutely know who it is, what the name is. I just can't think of it. Because you're on my friends list on Steam. That's who it is. At bedtime. Effrey. Yeah, I could not think of the word Effrey. But yeah, it threw me off for a while when you changed your name, because I'd see your name popping up on Steam. Like, how did I get the only one who owns? And then it's like, oh, it's Effrey. Yet another Ohioan, too. At some point, we're going to have an Ohio meetup. Like, there's a bunch of people from this area that it would be pretty cool to get everybody together to have some beer or something like that. We got Daryl's from right around the corner, and Ghost is not on. I don't know what he's doing. Probably playing TFT. He needs to be leveling up his friggin' account. This little slacker. Level 50 or something like that. Oh, his computer broke? Gotcha. Oh, he probably needs to put some plastic wrap over it. You will call each other every day and play Dungeon Mouse, so that he levels up his account. Calamity. Yasmin and Stonefist. Nice. I love these little guys. I've broken them. Why? Throwing them when you get frustrated? How does... Oh, that must be Lily. Yeah, that's Lily. I was going to say, how in the hell do you gain health when getting attacked in stone form? Oh, who else can we try in that fourth slot? 4x glitch. The game crashing glitch is still a thing. Dungeon boss is infested and runs as smooth as sandpaper. RSL. Don't know RSL. Oh, gotcha. It got boring, and they started making dumb decisions too. So I was trying out a bunch of games, and not after a week. And I played it for quite a bit. A lot of us played it for quite a bit, but yeah, I mean, just eventually it got boring, and like I said, they started making dumb decisions. So I posted a thing on my channel asking what everybody wanted to see, and everybody was like Dungeon Boss. So it's like, okay, we'll do it. Clash of Clans. I really can't. I mean, this getting back into this is already too much mobile game again. Yeah, I mean, if they got their shit together, it really could be. They listen to us more. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I'd have to get a friggin' Nintendo for that, though. Play Street Fighter. Smash Journey, we could do that. I've never played it before, so I'd have to learn how to play. I mean, I'm down. We can organize it. See, I lose occasionally. Abe, you watching? There you go. That one was dedicated to you. Alright. Ooh. That is an interesting idea. I've got another thought about who we can throw onto this team. So many friggin' invites. Got rune packs back. Are they the same friggin' runes they were before? Oh, they're actually... Oof. Oh, but they're yeah, they are the same runes as before. Freaking dumb. Why they would make runes with primary damage penetration? That attack? Well, you're on the leaderboard, that's why. I'm, like, way down on the leaderboard. BBCon. Everybody that talks all sorts of shit on the forums would actually have to be, worry about what they were saying and who was going to kick their ass for saying it. Yeah, that Evo offer was friggin' dumb. No, I wouldn't necessarily go down in flames or up in flames because people, it's easy to be an asshole anonymously over the internet. It's a lot more difficult to be an asshole in person. Hey, Connor. Damage pen. Yeah, that's why I just try to behave like I'm in person when I'm on the internet. Like, I'm not any different here than I am anywhere else. Not gonna be fast. But Already got shield piercing. Play siege. What is siege? Actually, yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm very much okay with that. Alright, let's try it. Well, against this team, it's not going to be a difficult battle, but... Friggin' sue me. The one thing I thought about doing was doing the hero spotlight as segments on. Yeah, his epic is really good. I like it a lot. Is doing spotlights, the rest of the hero spotlights, like live on stream, and yeah. 22k attack, that's not bad. This isn't bad. 28-7, 28-8. My Ponty have on offense. 21, yeah, not too bad. I don't have him tweaked out. Enabler, Foresight, Hero, and Evasion, yeah. I'm surprised he's not higher. But, yeah. If I put Tainted Runes on him, he would be. Yeah, see, Honorbound team with the friggin' Solaris. Although this team's gonna eat him up. Because that was when I logged in 4 hours ago. Although I logged in since then when I crashed, so I don't know. Well, you just showed Jedi who's boss. Meyer, I haven't really had a chance to play with Meyer much. I like the idea, the spirit healer and all of that. She's got some, or he, she, it, whatever, has a lot of decent abilities. Healers just don't have a lot of room in the meta right now, though. I mean, spirits are going to have survivability if your enemy doesn't have shield piercing. That would actually be another interesting rune, is a shield reinforcement rune that made it so that your shields couldn't be shield pierced. I like Furnace. I tend to make my Furnaces attack-based, though. I hate how these heroes get a retaliation, and then they turn into stone. He could if he didn't break his computer. You're gonna be right back, right back. Go into the ATM machine. Look at friggin' Agnon carrying this fight. That is the power of Agnon with Alrakis. I don't think Zulk is bringing as much to this team as I would have liked. I think I'd have to make him defensive to have him be remotely viable. Buy you a strawberry milkshake with all the ad revenue. I'm not making any ad revenue. He's still alive. I mean, I'd buy a strawberry milkshake anyways, but... I don't know. Might be pooping. He was here earlier. I mean, he's been around. He just hasn't been talking. Alright, who can we swap in? Now, we never did put Drac in. We'll put some Drac action in here. See how this works. About 20 more minutes. He's playing Fortnite with Toast. Nice. Actually, somehow I doubt it, but it's a funny thought. Ooh. Yeah, so Drac actually does pretty good on this team. That's why I need to swap out. Oh, I got rid of the wrong friggin' hero anyways. What happens if he's in the pit? Oh, did I get buff reflection? Oh, God. Oh, that's hilarious. I just got reflective plated. Well, he hates Fortnite too, so. Alright, so let's get Zulk out of there and freaking put Agnon back in. Drac is actually doing pretty well, although we're not against Serenity teams yet. Rent a drone? No. I mean, they're not all that expensive nowadays. You can get a decent, like, remote helicopter and... Or just get a quadcopter with a camera or something like that. Well, and I almost hate to suggest this, but buy one on Amazon, take your picture, and then return it. You need it just for like today or something, then yeah, I definitely don't know. I don't have one. How Drac just survived the friggin' bombardment from hell from Theron. We're gonna stone you! Apparently we're not gonna stone you. Gonna try to stone you. There we go. God, Drac has friggin' taken a pounding. Zom doesn't work out all that well. I've tried him. He just dies too quickly. I can give him a go here, but against this team, he'll be fine. Against tougher teams, he just can't stand up. He can't have a Guardian rune, which really ruins him as a tank. Alright, see you, man. Take it easy. Oh, yeah, and Dom means that my Niveus got turned into a Dominion. Is also not ideal. Yeah. It's not gonna matter, I'm still gonna win the fight, but... Yasmin. Yeah, not so much. Plus, I'm not ruining up Yasmin just to have to spend a million gold to de-rune her. Hmm. It's nothing, but it adds up pretty quick. I spent 40 million de-ruining my roster the other day because I forgot to spend, and I didn't change the freaking hero out. God damn it! I forgot to spend the ether on the free rune unequip. But I de-rune my heroes like twice a week, so. Just, yeah, exactly. Like, I experiment a ton. You know, this is what I like to see, people doing something friggin' different. I don't have everybody 6-star yet, but I'm close. I've got 2, well, matter of fact, I think I've got 4 of them at 4 stars. Or 2 at 4-star, 2 at 5-star. The rest are all 6. Kelpie and Lumen are at 4-star, and Meyer and Nivius are at 5-star. Yeah, they need to fix Null Magic on some of that. But people are Chipotle. Oh, damn it! Now I want Chipotle. Hold on. You just changed the course of my meal plan for the day. Yeah, Chipotle is damn good. Shit, BlueStacks, they didn't want to actually sponsor me, but they wanted me to be an affiliate. Yeah, have you had the new Chipotle quesadillas? Oh, so good. I never used to eat like their soft tacos, but I've been falling in love with their soft tacos lately too. Supposedly, but they never followed through with it because their coordinator was an idiot. Didn't do his friggin' job. But I was supposed to be an affiliate or sponsored, whatever, by Raid. One of the many reasons I ended up quitting. The bean burrito. You mean just mean a burrito with beans in it? It's not. It's not like Taco Bell. All restaurants are Taco Bell. Now if I get a burrito, I get a burrito with black beans, steak, or sometimes chicken, or sometimes both. Extra cheese, sour cream, and corn. I get quesadillas. I get usually, I guess, chicken or steak quesadillas. Sometimes I'll get a bowl that's the same as my burrito. Sometimes I get soft tacos. Their rice is so good too, though. I love the lemon and cilantro, the lime and cilantro. Corn is definitely good. TSM. Oh, thanks so much. Making me keep up with all these acronyms or abbreviations. Oh, gotcha. Daryl, speaking of other Ohioans, how's it going? Yeah, Chipotle is going on. Nice. I binge watched all three John Wicks again last night. Got in the mood. I can't wait till the next one comes out. No Chick-fil-A. We don't do Chick-fil-A here. Nah. I had it once. Nope. Plus, their politics are bullshit, so I do not support them in any form. But Daryl would probably join us for a Ohio Smash tournament, whatever. I haven't had. I mean, I've had Skyline before, but not very often. Wayback Burger, Five Guys Burger. Um, I like. I mean, a lot of Arby's stuff lately is actually pretty decent, but Chipotle, Wendy's. And it's almost time for me to finish up for the day. You got here right at the end, Daryl. But I'm going to be putting videos together on trying to get at the remainder of the heroes today. I might just do them all. Oh, and I'm not paying attention and letting Hopper kill my team. I'm never going to win this friggin' battle now. Nothing to do damage to the friggin' stone formed guys. That is something. Wonder if I can stone him in. Oh, look, an error code. Yeah, no, I just refuse to do Chick-fil-A. Which, yeah, presents a unique problem for me from a business perspective, but I mean, you can like it, you can do whatever. I won't go there because of their politics. And so this time the crash might actually work in my favor. Except that they're killing same heroes either way. Alright, okay. Arrakis needs to heal himself. And, alright, yes, I'm screwed. And this will be my last battle. One down. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Alright. So this might prove what is causing this crash. If I go to stone form shade possessing somebody, yeah, that's the crash. Well, I didn't really have a choice to do the same thing twice. I'm going to do it one more, see if I can change the outcome, but and it's going to play this game. Hey, Doomguard. Catching just at the very tail end of the broadcast. I'm finishing up one battle here that keeps crashing. But yeah, we're doing every Saturday starting about 3 hours earlier than now. Give or take a little bit. And I'm going to do some video content later today, so you'll be able to see some of that stuff coming out. All right, sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. I don't think this battle's gonna change very much. So, thanks everybody for coming out. If you can, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for the stream. I appreciate any help for that. And yeah. Yeah, and hopefully next week Creepy will be here for part of the stream too. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out. Yeah. Have a wonderful weekend. Look for more video content today. And be awesome. Thanks for hanging out, and it was a good time again this week. Take care, everybody.